It sent shockwaves across the country and landed 3 people in hospitals. So how exactly did a pack of meth-contaminated lollies end up at the Auckland City Mission? Smugglers often conceal Class A drugs inside products or items to land them on our shores, but hiding them inside food and drink can have fatal consequences. Auckland man Aidan Segala died last year in March after taking a few sips from a can he thought contained beer. But the Honey Bear House Beer branded beverage actually contained pure liquid methamphetamine. Just like the beer, the packet of lollies donated to the mission contained small 3-gram blocks of pure meth. They were wrapped inside Rinda-branded pineapple lolly packaging and sealed inside a retail-sized bag containing around 20 to 30 lollies. In a statement, the company says it does not use or condone the use of illegal drugs in its products. It intends to work with the New Zealand Police and says it's dedicated to ensuring its products meet the highest safety and regulatory standards. The lollies are exported to more than 30 countries and are normally manufactured in Malaysia. But Massey University drug researcher Chris Wilkins doesn't believe that's where the drugs came from.
Increasingly, methamphetamine smuggling is coming from Mexico through Mexican cartels. They're very dynamic business groups. So, they spend a lot of their time in terms of smuggling technology. They're very involved in really large-scale manufacture of methamphetamine.
Like any normal business, Wilkins says the cartels are constantly innovating, concealing meth in things like vinegar, furniture and building products. But he believes disguising drugs as lollies is unique.
It is fairly unusual that it's in that kind of obviously dangerous form for children and also in the final kind of retail packaging, because they're the most likely for somebody to consume. That is unusual, but I guess that is also part of the concealment game, that they're trying to make them look as innocuous as possible.
And harder for authorities to detect at the border.
I think that once they've developed this means of smuggling, they're going to try and exploit it as much as they can in different products. And it creates a real challenge for customs and other organisations, because they may have detection methods like X-ray and sniffer dogs that this new approach is designed to overcome.
But Wilkins says just like any normal business, cartels have mishaps too. And that's how the drugs could have ended up at the mission.
There's definitely no intention of poisoning the public with methamphetamine through food or household items. They meant to intercept that product or good at the border or close to the border, and for some reason it's either slipped through or they've mislabeled or they've lost the shipment.
Well, how would that happen? Would it just be a simple case of a communication breakdown, or it just became too risky for someone to pick it up?
So people imagine drug trafficking organisations as these kind of mafia professional criminals, but often there's a fair amount of incompetency and lack of planning and mishaps going on.
Auckland City Mission says it's aware of 1 packet of the Rinda lollies that were donated, but says it's possible there could be more. And Wilkins believes it's safe to assume it was part of a much bigger shipment.
When you get to this kind of smuggling route, you definitely, the cartels and producers tend to want to transport quite large quantities. Of course, it's hard to tell, but I would say that there's probably other examples of that out there at the moment.
And Wilkins says with a street value of around $500 per 3-gram lolly, it would have been a big loss for any cartel.
I would expect it would be a relatively contained situation, but I wouldn't be surprised if there were other incidents that might happen in the next few months.
So can we expect to see more meth lollies arriving on our shores?
They know now that this is obviously blown in terms of this product, but they may well try their luck in other products. And once they've got the technique down, they can certainly target a whole lot of different products and see what happens, basically.
Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. To stay up to date with all the latest New Zealand Herald news, click the subscribe button below or check out one of these videos. And head over to nzherald.co.nz for more news worth knowing.